It's hot noon. It's hot noon. It's hot noon. Draw. Set up. Get ready.
Auntie 755 is here. The wait is over. Let's go.
Just kidding. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Just Kidding kids are the best kids, baby.
Yes, they are. Are you ready?
It's hot noon.
I'm ready.
Let's go, y'all. Hey, mama, how long should I wait? Wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding. Set up. Get ready. Time to put YouTube on the telly. 12 high noon Saturday, baby. Don't run with your cup, whoa, Nelly. Get around, slush water on your belly. Paint show don't come on, jelly. I look it, baby. We're artists, we art. The colors we choose. We use our brushes and fingers too. We're paint slayers, we slay the paint, create our masterpiece. We're cracking jokes, we're stretching out. We do this every week. We paint real things and sometimes cartoons. Drop down our tarps and meet at high noon. Other kids are outside, but we're in our zone. We just wanna paint with Auntie 755 show. We're kidding.
It's fun.
Just kidding. We're kidding.
It's fun.
We're kidding. We're kidding.
It's fun.
We're kidding. We paint. We're artists and we are just kidding. Mama, how long should I wait? 12 high noon on Saturday. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday.
No time to play.
Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding.
Draw.
And paint.
All right, so hopefully you can hear me now.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't understand. I don't get it sometimes. Just how it is. Um, and it happens from time to time. I see Miss V. Thank you so much. So I was just saying, back in the day when I was young, when people act out, we used to call them a jive turkey. So we got a jive turkey in the building, but even a turkey can change his wings and become a paint slinger. So this is our reference photo I got off of Google today. This is gets me so upset, you guys, when this microphone and things doesn't come on when it's supposed to. Like, when I'm live, I'm live. I'm ready. I'm not trying to be fooling with none of this other stuff. But, you know, and it's user error, I guess. But we back on deck. Shout out to you, Sissy and Miss V, for letting me know that you guys could not hear nothing I'm saying to y'all. All right, so I'm on deck. I want you guys to get out your paints. Here's the reference drawing that I did. And you can get your reference drawing by simply going to 755mediaart@gmail.com. Yeah, you can obtain the drawing that you can sketch out on your own. But if you don't feel like, hey, that's something I want to do, and you might feel like, okay, I might need some assistance in drawing this thing out. I can't quite get it. Well, fear not, because that's what I'm here for. All you have to do is go ahead and grab yourself one of the paint boxes or the art boxes that we have available at the same email, 755mediaart@gmail.com, and you can get the box, which is going to include all the paints that you need and more. You're going to have a lot more paint. You're going to be able to do several paintings. You're going to get an easel that's been donated to you by Sonia Siegler, along with some canvases and paint. And oh my goodness, you're going to get 2 drawings, one of 2 different weeks. And you're also, my friends, going to get a freestyle canvas that you can do whatever you want on it, okay? So that might be something you want to look into. I'm not sure. But I do know one thing, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you have artists in your home, and they're sitting right across the dinner table from you. Right across the dinner table. I'm going to change this lighting in 1 second, guys. I'm just getting this thing set up. Because once I move it, then I have to reset everything. So I moved, and now I got to reset everything. Okay, so, yeah, at your dinner table, you just may have an artist sitting right next to you or across from you. And the only way for you to find out, my friends, is to come on over here and let's explore together. We can explore art together on this journey, and we can get it, you know, we can figure it all out as a family, okay? So, boom, I know I flashed you guys' eyes. It's okay. You guys will be okay. Shout out to everybody on the lit list side. I'm talking about the 755 Media on YouTube side of the family. What's up, y'all? Also, I'd like to say hello to everyone on Facebook. I am broadcasting on Facebook. So if you're over on Facebook, I want to say a big hello out to you this Saturday afternoon. I welcome you in. And if you are on the Just Kidding channel, which is the primary channel for today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, y'all. Now, you can't communicate over there. You can't say anything, you know, but it's all good because you know what you can do? You can hit that thumbs up and watch about 15 minutes and come on over here. Well, you can be in the chat, okay? And we can chat it up with the kids. I'm going to start this thing off by hitting y'all with some of this burnt umber. My fave, okay? Gonna get a lot of that on there because these feathers may appear to be black, but they are not, especially right up in here. That is full of dark brownness. Its legs, underbelly, back here at the tail part, all up in these white feathers. All of this, I see burnt umber. I see it. So I'm going to grab some out. If you don't have burnt umber, which you can use, is some navy blue or dark blue and a little bit of red, and add that in there. Add a little bit of yellow to it, and then you're going to get a brown, okay? So you would know all this if you got the art box because I give you instructions how to mix some paints. Not all of them, but some of them. We need a tad bit of red for his beard. I'm not sure what you call this for real, though, but I think it's a beard. We can get to technical terms later. I'm trying to add just a little bit, but adding too much. That's all right. We'll work it all out. I want to say a bit Big hello, big love out to the Bud Files that is in the building. Oreo Mouse 8888. K Renee's Garden, okay? Late night crafting with Stacy. Come through, sis. Excuse me. Miss V, make this go viral crime podcast is in the building. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm so glad you guys was able to hear me. Sonia Siegler is in the house. Yes, come through, family. All right, I hope I didn't miss anybody. So please, you guys, make sure y'all run over there. Don't walk, run over to the Just Kidding channel so we can get this thing popping. All right. Yeah, I put the link. I tied it to the. I pinned it to the top, so it shouldn't be any problems. You guys can just slap that link and get on over there. What I probably should have did on the Just Kidding side is put the link back so they can get back without problem. Because I don't want y'all out there hitchhiking. Okay, I'm just trying to move this down a little bit, guys, so y'all get the full view. And it's as close as I can get, like the camera, and this is like that far apart, even though it looks wider. It is not. It is not. All right, so let's start with a background color. Today, because turkeys like to be in the wild, you know what I mean? And like to hang out and outside, and they do all types of stuff, you know what I mean? And so I like that. I like that about turkeys because they're super cool. And you know what? They provide great food for us. Okay. So turkeys are super cool. The net wood in the house. What's going on, baby? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Late Night Crafting with Stacy, for letting everyone know that we do have a channel on Rumble as well. I need 20 subscribers to go live. So I'm asking you guys to come on over there on Rumble. If you have an account, that'd be even better. Okay. So you get on over there. If you don't have one, make one. Come on over there and hang out with your girl. I'm going to try to find my biggest brush that I can. I had this really cool angle brush I like to use in my background. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Pretty big, you guys. So I'm just flexing the bristles, making sure that they're move around and do what I want them to do. Okay, singing like it will. Boom. All right, so we're going to grab a little bit of water on our brush and tap it off. We don't want water just pouring on down our turkey, right? I'm going to get some green, guys. I'm just going to really layer this thing up with some green because I know for a fact that turkeys like to hang out in little green pastures and stuff, and they do all the best gobbling there. So I've got this transparent green. See, I can still see my canvas through it. See how light that is? It's not light because it is a light green. It's light because it's transparent. Now, I do have a light green. Let me show y'all. They go a light green right here, right? All right, so let's get the light green out. I appreciate everybody that's coming out, supporting this channel. I really do. Mean a lot to me for my algorithm. If you guys are, hit that like button over here and share me out. Now, this is a light green. Now, you might not be able to see the difference from there, but let me bring it closer. And you might be able to. I'm going to put my light back the way it was. I think it was better like that, Sissy. Do you?
Do I like it better now?
Yeah, or because I think this blows it out so much. And you guys can't really see all the goodness up there for us. So my next set. So I got this really, really true green I got from Gold, and I'm going to use that. And I crafted with Stacy C says, let's get ready to rumble. Come on now. Okay, sis, with the full support. I appreciate you. All right, so we're going to just work this green in. Because I don't want my canvas showing through. And I don't want to take up too much time trying to get this turkey done. I want this bird to get together, okay? Because he's out here and he's showing out. So I have a question for you guys if you want to answer it. Because turkeys are often associated with Thanksgiving. So the question is, what day is Thanksgiving? And people eat them. So, and there's some vegetarians out here in the on the channel, and I just wanted to say big up to you. This show will not be about eating turkeys, so you don't have to worry. I just do have a couple of things I want to mention first. So close your ears if you're vegetarian, please. So, like I was saying, turkeys are basically most time in part they're associated with Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. And so I have a question which asks simply this. What is a turkey? What day? What day is a turkey most thankful for? What day?
The day after.
Yes, the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's the answer?
That is absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. And I would agree. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably like, whoo, that was a close one. You know what I mean? So, if you know turkeys like I know turkeys, you would probably say, get yourself a one-way ticket up out of there ASAP. Okay, don't come back until the day after. And so, yeah, I like that. All right, so anyway, I'm just going all around my turkey. And I don't care how this looks. I want it to look artsy. I want it to look all little. I'm adding a little lime green in there. I'm adding dark green in there. It's all over the place because I want this to appear like it's some type of outsidey type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to just scrub this up in here. And then, I could just sit here all day and be like, la, 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 little tiny strokes of grass. And no, I'm not, because this is an hour show. Kids are restless. Y'all want to get up out of here. Want to go outside and play. I get all that. I might want to start a whole new art project. I don't know what y'all be doing, okay, when I'm not looking. But what I do know is we're not going to spend more than an hour and a half, 2 hours tops on our turkey because, it doesn't take all that. We're not trying to go for a classic art piece here. We are simply just trying to unwind and relax and paint a little bit. So that's what we're doing. Now notice I'm not getting too close to the turkey claws, okay? The turkey claws, I don't want to mess them up with this big brush. So I'm going to get what I do. Now I want you to try to do the same thing. Get as close as you can, in here with the biggest brush that you have. And go ahead and paint your background. He's in a field, so to speak. So we'll just lighten this up in the top to show that the lightness is going away and the grass is going away. So we just go up with it and just lighten that grass up somewhat, and whatever this type of field this turkey happens to be in. Okay. So, right. So now he's got paint palette over here and looking good. And as we paint today, and I went too far. I'll just round this off a little way like that. And so as we paint along today, and as you get different colors on your brush, we will be taking our different colors and applying it to our paint palette so that all paint colors that's in this painting will be living on the paint palette. Okay, guys? So we're just gonna go ahead and just but now you might be doing your color different. You might say my turkey is in the house. Okay, you might put a wood grain flow in here. You might put all kind of colors, whatever colors are on your wall. You might do all of that kind of stuff. That's on you. Okay, that is totally up to you. Because I can always tell you guys, I got some transparent white. Now, transparent white is different than regular white. You can see through it. It's going to just enhance the color that you use. So it doesn't make things white at all. This is what I make the e-money smoke with, remember? So I'm just going to add this in. Add this transparent white. It doesn't add white. It just makes whatever you got a pastel color. It changes everything into a pastel color. That's the best way I can describe it. So it's really cool. So I'm just using that. Now, if you don't have that, don't worry. You can use whatever you want. And you don't have to. I'm just adding some in. And I'm just going to scrub all this green on my brush and grab this white and go with it. Lots of it. And then I just go like this. And I ain't got to keep fooling around with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to drop it on up in here. So I just want to make my top part a little bit lighter than the bottom part, okay? Because we're looking down at this chicken. I said you was a chicken. My bad, little friend. Turkey, okay?
So we're looking down at this turkey. Turkey's in the grass. So there's no sky, there's no sidewalk, there's no high-rise buildings, none of that going on behind this turkey because him is in the grass, okay, and doing his thing. Whatever turkeys do, I don't know what they do. Like, what is their occupation? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they go to school? Are they? I don't know what they do. We don't know. But what we do know is this turkey is in a grassy area, and I want to represent it by just putting some of this white up in here, and turning this just a whole different color, like lighter up there. Okay, can y'all see what's going on? I'm going to change my camera off. So I want you guys to watch a video while I do this. I'm gonna try to do it in the amount of time that it takes this video to play. And so I'm just rubbing off and going all around like so. Because I want you guys to have a great experience today. And I can't do it if I keep looking over there and I see like all this glare. It's not cool. So make sure while I'm doing changing my light around, you guys go ahead and give your canvas a complete once over with whatever background color that you're using. Hopefully you're using green like me. But if you're not, I get it. You know what I mean? Oops, you want to do your own thing. And that's plausible, okay? That's plausible. I applaud that. So I always tell you guys, you are in control. You can paint whatever color you want, okay? The only color I will suggest that you do not use today is being beginners. Okay, pretty much being beginners. It's black because this turkey has so many dark areas surrounding his body. And I don't want the turkey to get lost in the background. So therefore, I'm going to request, that's the only thing that I'm going to ask you guys not to do is paint your turkey black, okay? So just go on and get all your sides. Oops, I almost missed this little part. And you can use whatever colors you want. Mix them all up in it up. Get you about 3 different hues of green. 3 different hues. You can make these by adding whites, adding darker blues, adding, you know, all kind of colors to your color that you choose. And that's going to give you different hues of paint. Okay, so paint, when I'm saying hues, I'm talking about the same color, different tones. Or, you know, see how this is dark? All right, see that darkness? See this? Now, when I add a little bit lighter green to it, it changes it. Oops, it brings it down. Makes it a much cooler color, okay? When I add white to it, it's going to get even more lighter, right? If I get into this burnt umber with it, let's just say right around the foot area, this might get a little dark because he's a big bird. So he's going to cast a shadow no matter if he's outside. If I'm saying he's outside, then I got to give him a shadow. See how this is still green? See it? But it's giving me a darker tone, like a shadowy tone around him. And that, my friend, is called shadowing. Okay? It's called shadowing. So we just put a little bit under here, under the back of this bird. Okay? Because he is a bird. Okay? Has feathers. And so even though turkeys do not travel through the sky, you're not going to look up in the sky and say, oh my goodness, there's a flying turkey. It's not going to happen, buddy. Okay? Let me get a little water. I'm going to knock that water off. And then I'm just going to come in and just kind of move this shadow around a little bit, like so. All right? Just doing that. And I promise I'm going to change my light. I promise y'all I am. So I just want to bring this little shadow on out here a little bit. And so we're just making sure that he's represented. But meanwhile, you guys, I also want to think about this. I didn't get all in between his toes and stuff, you guys, okay? So we're going to have to do that. Now, he's got a shadow. He's on the ground. He's got a shadow, but that made it look like he was dropping an egg out of there now. So we're just going to move this around a little bit more. And then you also, if you just keep working your paint like this, it'll come off. And that's what I'm doing right here. Look at me. I keep working this paint, and now eventually it's going to turn back to white canvas like I never did anything. So that's why it's always important to layer your paints, but let them dry. So we're going to let this dry. Just want to show you that. And you know, when I make mistakes, I show you guys so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about when I make a mistake. So if I never show you any mistakes and try to act like I'm perfect all the time, you would never learn anything from my mistakes. So I want you to. All right, so stop working the paint. Auntie 755. Play the video. Auntie 755. Tamika Davis in the building. Rooted in essential oils is here. What's going on, baby? Thank you so much. When turkeys can fly, that would be the day. Okay, facts. Yeah, you won't see one. Unless somebody takes it and put on United Airlines, you will not see a turkey flying, okay? I hope I can still be in the Lit family accessory because I love it here. Of course you can. Oh, yeah, what are you talking about? Once you lit, honey, you don't let the flame go out. You just keep on being lit. All right. I'm just glad you're here this afternoon. All right, so let's play a short video. And I'm going to do this because I want to change my lighting around for you guys. Or Sissy, do you think it's fine?
It's fine.
It's fine?
Better on the screen than it does on my system.
Oh, okay. Better on the screen to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. The sister says it's fine. I'm going to leave it. So let's get back to work, you guys. You know what? I'm not a big fan myself, buddy. But you know, it's just something I had to do for this time. Okay. I'm not real big into holidays. Some of them are, you know, I guess all right. But I'm not really a big person fan of it because I'm like, well, I can get into it, but I won't. Okay, you know, I won't get into it. Maybe I can catch me on my members only, and I will let you guys know exactly how this thing goes for me over here. So I'm just making sure y'all can see. All right, so boom, we got the background going. We said we was gonna let this dry. So now I want to get into the paint palette of it all. Okay, I feel you, sissy. I feel you. All right, so we're gonna get into the paint palette of it all. I want to find like a beige color paint. I have usually I do skin tones with it, and it is called Raw Sienna. So I have some of this, and that's a pretty good color for a paint palette, right? Will you guys agree? And so I'm gonna get into that. But before I really get too far, I'm going to go between these turkey toes. Anybody ever polished the turkey toes before? Like, I'm just saying, like, how was that pedicure? How did that work out for you? Okay, since you want to know, put it in the chat, please. All right, so now I'm going to grab a little big, a tiny brush, but it's a little bigger than I normally work with. If you guys are familiar, I used to go for something that's more like, where is it? Like this. You see it? But I'm going for something that's a little stubbier and wider. And the reason why I'm going for the stubbier, wider brush, because I want to do a little scrubbing, honey. And what way to scrub better than a little scrub brush? So I'm getting there with it. And I want to get some more of this. I was really happy with this golden green. It was opaque, meaning I couldn't see through it. And also the color was beautiful. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit out the tube. I'm gonna go straight in between the turkey toes. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go in between these turkey toes. And yeah, this is a strange looking creature. So I can imagine that it does scare some people. So if you're afraid right now, be very afraid. No, I'm just kidding. If you're afraid right now, honey, go ahead and think pleasant thoughts. Okay, do a freestyle, something like that. For everybody else today, if you're not afraid, you want to go ahead and paint this turkey with me, please do. All right, so now I'm going here in between the toes, and I'm using that really thin brush. I'm not really worried that if I go outside my lines, and the reason for that is I'm going to come over with the proper color, which is a black color, so, or a charcoal grayish color. So I'm not really worried if I go outside these lines. My worry is making sure I get these chicken feet right, because for some reason, honey, it ain't looking all that. So we're just going to get in here, and this right here is grass between the legs of the chicken. Turkey. Rooster. Oh, no, it's not big rooster. The turkey legs. Right there. We're just gonna get in between there, right, with the brush. And then I see this too. Sometimes my drawings get a little wonky, you guys. So I mean, sometimes if you guys don't order a drawing, I'd be like, oh well, I'll just knock it out the best way I can. And that's what I do. So I don't worry about it. Okay, so we got that. And so in between the turkey toe, his feet is on top of each other now. Why? I don't know. We're gonna figure it all out. But first, what we're gonna do here is going to put a little green between the turkey legs. I thought I did that, but I think I covered the turkey leg up instead. But it's all right. We'll work it out, honeys. We're gonna do what we're gonna do around here. Okay. So I had some burnt umber, and so now I'm going to go back and get that burnt umber. Where's my towel? There it is. Always keep you a nice towel, you guys. It doesn't have to be clean of anything but paint. It could be paint in there, but don't scrub up after the dog and use the same brush. That's disgusting. Okay. All right, so we need a little bit of brown, and I don't mind the brown in there because you know what? They may have plucked all of this away, and so it's sort of kind of like dirt or something, sort of kind of like, you know, kind of what kind of way. So I'm going to just go for it. I'm just going to let that happen because, you know, Bob Ross always said there's no accidents, you know what I mean? In art, it's happy accidents. So you can make something a mistake and it really turns out to be the greatest thing ever. Okay, so just when you're going over it, don't go so hard like I just did. Okay, just go lightly and give a little shadow down in there at the feet. Okay, at the feet, and working with this thing on this block of wood. So I'm trying to get up in there. All right, so boom, we're gonna get up in there. And right up in here, and I probably made that work. Okay, but we ain't worry about it. Boom, we're gonna go around and we just cast a shadow at a chicken, right? All right, so it's a big hand because it's a dark shadow, and all right, don't worry about it, y'all. This is just for fun. All right, so I'm not painting this for anybody. Just painting this to show you guys some different techniques. Shout out to Craftable Things in the building. What's going on, sweetie? How you feel today? I hope all is well with you and your camp. Are you over there working on cheerleading outfits for the dance squad or cheerleading squad for your students? I hope so. Hope they're happy with them because you're doing a fantastic job. All right, so now we're gonna get back into that scrubber that I had. Rinse it out real good, y'all. Let's get this thing going and let's get it cracking. All right. You're welcome, Oreo Mouse 8888. You're very welcome. Always lit there, honey. You ain't gotta worry about that. You know, anytime you come in here, you lit. Don't start with me. Let's get some black out, you guys. I want to start down in here in the tail feather area. So we're just gonna get some of that. And I see that it is possibly, well, I could say it's either white with black markings or it's black with white markings. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because we got to mark it up either way it goes. So what we're going to do, we're going to get ourselves out some white paint, okay? Let's find it. Here we go. Yeah, it's in the cupboard where it should be. Let's paint it white and then add black markers because we can, okay? You can do it any way you want. If it feels better to go black and then add white on top, that's what you do. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a little struggle with covering up that black with white. So let's just do white. Okay, just follow my lead. And you go ahead and lace this area up with white. And I'm not putting it on too thick. I'm actually just doing it really thin. And so we're going to get this this feather. And remember, I went past my mark here. Then this is a feather right here. And then this is another feather. I went past my mark because I made it. You know, I went back in there. Okay, so, and you can make as many as you want. So I just pulled those 3 down like that. Then, of course, you see some green in there. Don't worry about it. Get yourself a detail brush. And that's a lot of detail in it. So usually I end with detail last, but this bird is all detail. It doesn't have any parts of it that is not detailed where you can paint one big part about it, okay? It just doesn't. So get yourself a detail brush, you guys. right? Meaning the smallest brush that you can find with the smallest tip that you can find. Okay, get that. There's one for me. I'm gonna rinse mine out, wipe it all. Towel. And when I'm wiping it, and I'm bringing it through like this, and it gives you a little point. See that little point? So we want that point, okay? All right, so let's get into some black, which I put up here already, remember? All right, so these feathers go downward, like diagonally, like diamonds, half diamonds, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. Up in this part, if you get your reference photo, you'll see. You'll just see little speckles. And then you'll start to see lines like this. Okay, you'll start seeing lines. Now, keep going. Don't get upset if you feel like you made a mistake, because it does not have to be perfect. They do not. Just making some lines in there like so. We're just going to do little short ones. Once you get to these feathers, start going down and then make a diamond. Like the top of a diamond, you guys. And let your paint mix up. It's okay, because you want all those different colors to mesh together. So, I forgot where I was at. So if you run out of paint, you want to get more, you go ahead and get more. And don't let it just drain your paint, your brush dry though. You want to keep paint on your brush at all times. So make like upside down, arrows that's pointing upward. Just arrows that's pointing upward would be a great description of it. Okay, so we'll make those. All right, so that's one feather. Let's do another one. That was quick, right? This is the quickest way to do it. You don't want to be sitting here all day talking about, I'm going to paint every individual feather. You can do that if this is your job or something, but yeah, we're just trying to have fun. So we're not trying to make a whole production out this beautiful rooster. Okay, so make arrows going down like so. If the paint is starting to wear off, go back, hit it with, just touch it up with some more black paint on there, okay? So I got all y'all attention. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that November 25th is coming around the corner. We will be doing the Prince art, okay? If you haven't gotten that, I would really say that today will be your last day to order it, to assure that you get it on time. Okay, so if you haven't gotten it, and you've already ordered it, it should be mailing out. You will be getting it in a few days. If you don't have trouble with the delivery, please respond. I'm sending you all a tracking number so that you'll have it. And so you can respond by email, 755mediaart@gmail.com. I look forward to each and every one of y'all participating in the Prince art. So I want to make sure that it's a great experience for all of you. So make sure that you order by today. If you do not order by today, you can still order. Okay, I'm not going to tell you can't still order, but it's not guaranteed that you're going to get it in time. So that's the thing. You can always catch the replay, but the purpose of it is to get you guys to come up on the live stream, so that if you have any trouble, I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Okay, so I didn't like how abruptly that stopped off, so I'm just adding more of a point to these tail pieces right there. Okay, all right, so that's cool. Everything is good with that. So now underneath here, I want to say that this is like a dark blue. But before I get into that, since I got these colors out, let's go ahead, knock out our paint palette. Come on over here. And if you need to get a bigger brush, go ahead and grab one. It's understandable because it's been waiting for a minute. Now, don't worry if you go into your spots that has circle for you to put your paint in, because if you do that, if you worry about it, you're missing the point. This is not a professional piece of art, okay? And I know a lot of y'all might say, but I want to turn mine into, and that's cool. But don't get upset about it. Just go ahead and turn it in there. Now, if you get upset about it, maybe you shouldn't be going that far with it, okay? Just take a little bit at a time, day by day. It's not like you can't repaint this again if you choose to. You can always go back and repaint something if you want and say, hey, I could do it better this time. Or I see some things that I would like to improve, and I know that I can do it now. I feel more confident now. I won't make those mistakes again, and then just repaint it. So just don't worry about it, because if you go into the circles, you're going to have an opportunity to put paint in those circles. These circles here on the palette I'm talking about. And so when you have the opportunity to put paint in there, you, my friend, will cover up that mess with no problem. And you'll be surprised how it comes out. You're going to be like, oh, that's awesome. Okay? So just go ahead, paint up inside between the brush and the palette, all around the circles. Paint it nice and smooth. And I'm using my detail brush because I want to make sure I do the best I can. So if you want to make sure you do the best you can, jump down to a detail brush, okay, and then use it to make your marks as accurate as you can, okay? All right, so don't worry about, now in between this brush and the palette, y'all know it's grass in there, right? So that's why I wanted to come on over here and get this done, so we can get all this grassy area out the way. And then we can put our green on our palette for the grass, okay? Because that's what we said we was going to do for ourselves, was put each color that we use in this paint on the palette, right? Now, I could just paint this whole thing and don't worry about going on around these circles and stuff like that. I could do that and then just put the paint on top. Let me show you what I mean. It's all kind of ways to skin a cat. You can use different techniques. Now, I just a clean brush. So now what I'm going to do is just take this same color and I'm just going to paint this whole palette in like this. All right. And considering we're talking about time, this will be the best way to eliminate so much consumption of your time painting all around each circle. And I'm using an angle brush, so it's going to give me a pretty clean line if I lay my brush down and glide it around the sides of the palette. Now, see, I'm done. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and use a bigger brush, namely an angle brush like this one, you can, and you'll be done just as quickly as I was just done, okay? So I'm teaching different ways, and I hope y'all picking when I'm dropping up like this turkey. All right, so now in between here and there, it's a blade of grass, but it's some grass, so I'm gonna get into it. Give me a little grassy color on my brush. And I'm making a mixture of all this stuff over here. This is all of it. It's everything in there. And so I'm gonna come on each side of the brush, and I'm just gonna paint the green with my small detail brush, okay? Just letting y'all know that, yeah. And I might have should have just stuck with the lime green, because up in here in this area, it is lime green, but I could change it, but I could wait until it dry to change it, right? All right, so Jay Jordan in the house. Jay Jordan, I really enjoyed you on the Panama City show this afternoon. You're awesome. All right, so we're going to get, okay, well, he going to probably say, that wasn't me. That was my twin called unsubscribers. Okay, whatever, sir. All right, so just add a little green up in here on this palette. Now, keep in mind that that brown that we put on there is gonna show through, so it's cool. But go ahead and do it. And then we got a little bit of black we already used on the bird down in here. Get you some of that black and put it up here. Let's use it right. And y'all know y'all gonna be like, your palette all over the place. Well, it doesn't have to stay like this. If you look at my real palette, my paint's not all lined up like that. It could be, but it's not. All right, so we can just put stuff where you want to put it at. We know we're gonna use some red, but until we do, well, I could just go ahead and put a little bit up here. Show you what I mean, paint slang. Just throw you some red up there, because you know we're about to get into that red. Okay. All right, now I see you, Turkey, with the red, black, and green on the palette. Let's go. All right, so now let's get into, we got this black and white area done, and that's cool. I spy with my eye a bunch of stuff, but what I really see is navy blue. All of this to me in my eyes, all of this, and up here behind the neck is navy blue, and then I see some light blue up in there. So this is what we're gonna do. Let me show you the easy way to do it. Okay, y'all. Navy blue is the color. Let me find it in my box. Let's find the one I want. I'm gonna put it like that. And y'all know what it's called. It's what I always use. Precious blue. Prussian blue. Like Russian. Put a P in the front. Prussian blue. Prussian blue. All right. So we're going to get that same brush we did the background with. Okay. We're going to get some of this Prussian blue. We're going to put it on our palette. What's my time? 45 minutes. We doing good. We're doing real good. We should talk like that. Anybody know? All right. So we're going to go. I'm going to go right in this area first with it. This is a little test area. Go ahead and paint this whole thing blue. Navy blue, Prussian blue, dark blue. If you don't have a dark blue, get you some regular blue and add a tiny bit of black to it until it starts turning dark blue. And then stop. Don't keep adding it in. I'm going to get it darker. I'm going to no. You're going to mess up. It's going to turn black. We don't want that. We want blue. Okay, so get this blue in there. Let's just do it in sections because each section is doing something different. All right, so let's just start in this section right here. Now, I want you to find that little either a flat brush or, and I'm going to leave this on my brush. I'm not going to mix it off, rinse it off. I'm just going to leave it on the brush. I want you to find that flat brush or find that angle brush. If you have an angle brush, you're doing good. I'm telling you, angle brush is something to add to your toolbox. You need it. Okay? It's going to make some really good lines. Really good lines. This is what your angle brush is made for. All right, so we got blue on our palette. Let's try some white. Okay? Get you a little bit of white. Put it right next to your blue. Not a lot. Oops, that's too much. But we got it up there. Okay, so we got a little white up there, right? We got some blue. Now, we ain't going to mix this on the palette. Y'all can't see. Let me bring my camera down. Excuse me, y'all. Let me give me some water, too. In a minute. What up, home team? I see you, girl. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to thumbs up. Jump on over there to the Just Kidding channel by hitting that link up this pin above you. And then come on back for the fun. Yeah, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Lit fam. And Just Kidding. We up in this piece. All right, so got your angle brush, right? So get you a little bit of white on there. Now, I know this still wet. We all know that. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our white and we're going to make these little pine cone type of strokes, okay? Let me take this off so y'all can see what I'm talking about. See his turkey feathers look like a pine cone? See it all over like that. That's why I said they're all different. Different sections, we're going to do different things, but we're going to stay within the parameter of making this like a pine cone by just taking a solid color like that. We're not going to let it dry. We need it to blend into this blue. And so how you do that, I'm glad you asked. Just take it and stripe. Just take it and stripe. Your first stripe might come out looking white, but after your first stripe, the rest of your stripe is going to come out looking like this blue. All right. And if it starts getting too dark of a blue, then come back and get you a little bit more white on your brush, just a little bit. Now you see me working it, but I'm just running my brush through it. Just got a little bit of white. All that work y'all see I did, just had a little bit of white. Now just keep going and make little kind of sort of happy faces, but you're making a stroke, but you twist your brush so that it will make like curve marks and imitate, you guys, what y'all see on the turkey. Now, if you see little short ones, make them short. If you see big wide ones, make them wide. All right. But as you come up near in this area, the whiteness starts to fade out and it starts turning more into a charcoal grayish blue kind of situation, we don't care about that. We ain't got that far, so we don't care about that. So you just keep making these little happy faces, right? Now, once you get it filled up, it should look something like this. Okay, y'all see that? Thank you for the done and share, sis. That's what I'm talking about. My little family, so awesome. I don't even, don't play. So the next area that's similar to this will be up here. Get your big brush that you had your blue on. Go ahead and put that blue on up here. Now you already got to worry about that area. It's done, child. We just moving along with this turkey. This turkey will cook quicker than, well, not cook, but it'll be done. All right, so we're going to call it, you're going to be done quicker than PIA could go over to just kidding and hit the like button, okay? So we just come around like so. And if you want to go down on the size brush, you can to get in these areas. If it's becoming a little much for you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But just try it first. Just try to stand it up on this point and move around and see if you can get this brush to work for you since you got paint on it already. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get it. All right, so we're going to stop right there. All this area is covered just like that area was covered. Now, instead of going around like this, like we did down here, like that, over here, we're going to go kind of up and down. Just kind of, we're going to make some small marks over here. Just tap it. We're not going for perfection. We're just going to let the eye see what we see. Get you some more white painting brush. If you need to go down a brush, go down. Okay, now go down. Now see, we was making these downward. Kind of go, I don't know, at an angle. More like, let's go angle-wise this way. Okay, so it's just making it go in a different way. And I think I do want to go down on my brush because now this was bigger. So I'm going to go down on my brush. I'm going to get into this. Not the detail. I need that for something else. But I got this one. It got a nice little point on it too. So I'm just going to wet this down here. All right. So we're going to get some white on here. Right. Got it. Now, come on in. And don't make them big as these. Make them small. Real small. Yep. Just like that. Just all over the place. Make them go different ways. Get you some more paint if you need it. Some more water if you need it. However it goes, just go ahead and grab what you need. You can start mixing this paint on your palette. It's going to turn to light blue. But don't worry. Don't go too light now. We don't want to get too dark, rather, I should say. And leave some space in between. Start right here. Start making more and more and more going up that way. All right. Headed that way. All right. Keep making them. Keep making them. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. And you guys are doing a beautiful job. Excellent job. Okay. I'm proud of y'all. All right. So now when you get here, in this area, it's kind of look like this. So we're going to make them like that. We're going to drag it around, round and big, round and big, round and big. And when I'm saying round, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not making circles, making like a round. I'm trying to make this thing look like a pine cone. Okay. All right. So round and big. And then you can add more highlights on some of them if you want. Just like that. Okay. All right. So I feel comfortable with that. And you can make more. But make sure you leave some darkness in there. That dark Prussian blue. We need that. We need that. Okay. Deborah Garrett in the building. Cowboy Muse in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate y'all. All right. So we're doing this turkey. We're doing the Jive Turkey. Now, this part right here was brown. I see it's brown. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rinse. And even though I have more blue here and I have more blue to do here, I want to get that out the way. This part right here. The turkey butt. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Take your brown or burnt umber, okay, and go ahead and fill this part in right here. Go ahead and do it. It ain't going to hurt you. It's going to be so nice when you finish. Just finish it in. Lay your brush down and drag it. And get that around that curve. Okay? That's how you get a curve. And then come on in here and fill that in like so. Oh, Look at that. What up? Turkey butt. All right, I'm gonna get some white. Same thing we did with the blue. And there is a pine cone look over here as well. And we're gonna get it. And our brush is gonna start turning brown. If you still got too much white on there, just go touch you some brown and bring it on over here, and then put it on in there like so. Now we got that area done. Don't y'all feeling what you call it? Accomplished. Since we got some brown on our brush, let's knock these turkey legs out real quick. So we're gonna start, drag them down, get you a nice start, right? Now drag that turkey leg down, not leg, turkey foot down. All right, drag it on down. Go get you some more burnt umber, because this part at the top is a little lighter than it is at the bottom. It's almost black. So you get you some, I see a little black. So I got some brown on my brush. I'm gonna grab a little black with it. I mixed up the brown and the black and I put it on my brush. And now I'm bringing it down to the foot where the claw is. Okay, where all the action is. So now I'm gonna make this one the same way. Make it where the action is, and I'm gonna draw this claw off like that. And I see some mistakes that I made in here in the drawing. And so no one asked for this drawing right here. No one, not one single person. So I don't feel, ashamed that I might have sent out something that wasn't right. So I feel good about that. What I'm saying is I'm going to fix my chicken feet as I go. So I see a little green, so I'm gonna grab some and I'm just dab it on in here. And it's okay if it ain't matching up with the other green. I'll just make it match, spread it out. And this is how you fix mistakes, you guys. So I always want to show you how I fix my mistakes so that you can fix yours. So I don't mind it at all. I really don't. Like I don't feel bad. So now just to highlight that chicken foot, let me rinse this green out because I got a little green in there ain't supposed to be in there, right? So I'm gonna get it out of there. So the highlighter, getting to that white again. Okay, just not a lot, just a little bit, you guys. Now you make it look like skin, but you just go across and you dabble and you dab and speckle and swipe and move your brush to side and just dab a little bit here and there. And if you dab too much and it turn white, it's okay. Just go ahead and just blend it in, and we're gonna get that chicken claw together, okay? So they got little toenails on each one. Make sure their nails is done like so. So that's a chicken claw, okay? We got a little chicken claw going on down there, right? All right, Panama City in the house. What's going on, honey? Great show today. Great, super show. So thankful that you guys were on. You kept me company while I was doing some stuff this morning. So I appreciate your show, y'all. Make sure y'all go over there and check out Panama City and the J. Jordan, okay? All right, so now I'm just going to bring this chicken leg all the way down. Or not chicken leg, I'm sorry. What am I keep saying this for, sis? You're not correcting me. Turkey leg. You said what?
I'm sorry.
You say sorry. All right, so we bring this turkey foot. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going to put this turkey foot to work, honey. We're going to get it on here like so. So Rudy said that his son is not a fan of turkeys, and I can understand why. They're a weird looking creature, but they're here. So we got to take care of them, right? So we got to make sure they get pedicures when you paint them, all right? So now we got that going. So we got 2 chicken feet down there. Let me fix up my green, you guys, because like I said, I do occasionally go overboard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back and fix it. When acrylic paint dries, you can fix it easily. All those white areas is supposed to be green. So let's get into it. And I'm just going to take my fine detail brush and I'm going to do just that. Paint all the white spots in between each of these chicken toes green. And if I make a mistake, I really don't. I'm not tripping. I'm not. I'm really not. Because it's chicken feet. All right, so boom, we get that chicken feet down in there. Just make it a little lighter so y'all can see the difference. Y'all can see where the chicken toes stop and the ground start. Okay, so I just want to make that up a little bit. Just want to fix that a little bit. All right, so we got our little chicken toes going down like so, and I think I want to drag that around. All right, so could I make better chicken toes? Probably so. My reference photo had them on there. That's why you don't see them because I didn't have it on my reference photo. All right, so I'm just gonna blend out some of this green like that, and we're gonna wait on it to dry. All right, so we're getting it. Now underbody, under here, this I see a lot. I'm talking about a lot of pressing blue. Let's get it. We got some on our brush already. Let's hit it one time. And we're going to bring this thing all the way around, almost to the chest part. So let's just get it in there. Take your time. Try to stay in your line of your beautiful turkey. Okay, get some more paint if you need it. How to get around the circle? You drag it. Put it on there and drag it around. Drag it and then fill the rest in. Simple, right? Okay, so now let's go. Drag this all the way down and fill all of that in. I see a little black under there too, but I'm not tripping. We'll get to it. I'm wetting my brush because my brush is kind of dry and I want this to be wet. So I'm just going back over it with a wet brush, not sopping wet. Y'all heard me thump it off. Now what this would do is braise up some of that paint. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this thing in all the way to the back. All the way, even around the chicken feet. Then when I get down here to this part, if my brush don't fit, you must have quit. Meaning you must get a smaller brush, okay? All right. So I have a question. Sissy. When you're a turkey and you have, and I don't like this point, so I'm gonna get rid of this point and make it more round like that. Yeah, just like that. All right. Put my brush to the side. I ain't rinsing. So now I see some brown down in there. I'm gonna take my small detail brush, but it was the scrubbing one like this. Remember this one? All right. I'm gonna get some burnt umber and I'm gonna come down here in this area and I'm gonna start making little brown marks on top of that blue. On top of it. Yup, so is. Just make a little smiley face like I did over here. Just make them brown on top of there. But when I get to the legs, I'm gonna stop. Okay, that's just put that little brown highlight up in there. Now, I don't like this part in the back because I felt like I did too light. So I'm just going to come in with some more brown. I got a little bit of blue on my brush. I'm just going to knock it back like that. All right. So, Sissy, what I was trying to ask you is when the turkey has a new iPhone, what does the ringtone sound like? No, that's not it, Sissy. I'm sorry, little sis. It's not it. No, that's not it. The ringtone for the new iPhone for a turkey is wing, 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 wing. And that's how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes, sis. All right, so I just took my brush. I went and got me a little bit of this white color on my brush. It's got more blue in it now. So I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm swiping, and I'm making the little happy faces that I was making, but I'm making them random, and I'm keeping them in the same direction, but I'm just swiping them in a certain kind of way, like a smiley face. Like over here, it's just like a sideways smiley face, and this was like a to the right side of my, well, this one is up and down, kind of sort of. But I also see some blue in there. I mean brown. So I'm getting in there and I'm gonna get this brown. I'm gonna jump it in there. Oh, maybe I can use some of this stuff that we're using on the palette. And I'm just gonna swipe that off in there. Just a little bit. And I'm getting kind of artsy with it now. And it's okay, you guys. Go ahead and get artsy with it. It's cool. And so just put you a couple of little swipes in there. Don't go all the way down. And you can even add some down in here. And you know, it's just to add the lightness to it. Nothing more and nothing less, okay? So boom, we got that going on. Wipe your brush off. Don't rinse it, just wipe it off. Wipe it off again. Wipe it off again. Wipe it off again. Okay, so all the paint is basically off of there, okay? All right, so now we have some blue. Let's get the lighter blue. All right, wet your brush if you have to. Go ahead and grab that lighter color blue. If you got to add more, make the lighter color blue, then go ahead. Go ahead. Put on the palette. We used it. Put a little mark right there. Boom. All right, so we got that. Wipe it off. Wipe it off. And if you see any, after you wipe it off, if you see any more places that you can add it, go ahead and add it. Drag that brush on there. Wipe it off. And wipe it off again. All right, good job, you guys. All right, so now we're coming along around this part over here. And what I'm seeing is like a silvery blue. Even more, it's the same blue over here, but it's got less darkness to it, right? So we're going to take our smaller brush, because we're in the CC using a big brush over here. We take our smaller brush, you guys. Okay, give you a close-up of what's going on so far, okay? All right? All right, cool. All right, so now take the smaller brush and go over here and make yourself all of these little, I don't know, feathers. And go all the way around. Just kind of like make like blocks. Like, what's those toys that be blocks? Yeah, wait. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so make the blocks. Not Legos. It's another story for them. But anyway. All right, so make these little squares. And then fill all of this in. Get under the chinny chin now, okay? All right, so making these blocks. And then come on over here. And then this goes around like that. And it comes around like that. According to my reference photo, I think this is what I see, okay? Now, get into your white. Don't rinse. Nope. Get into the white. Now come over and make you some. We're going this way with it, like curve like this. Little tiny blue ones, little tiny blue ones. And bring it all the way around like you're going around a clock. Bring it around. And then when you get in, go in another row or two and add more swipings. Go around like you're going around a clock. Come on, keep going. Oh, my brush looked a little dark. I'm going to add what? Some white. Come on in, get in there, just keep swooping. We're going to swoop this really good with lots of light colors. And we're going straight through with the blue like we do. I never knew turkeys had so much blue in them, okay? We see it, all right? I spy with my little eyes. Now make sure you don't mess up the integrity of the little squares, okay? All right, so now, and get all the way in there. Get in there. All right, okay. Come through with the turkey. It's turkey, remember. Okay, girl, I'm trying to remember it. Keep calling it chicken and roosters and all, birds, all kind of stuff. Anyway, all right, so we got our turkey. Now we're going to work on this part of the turkey. That's one side of the turkey breast. Now we're going to work on this side of the turkey breast. I don't see blue. I see blue, but I don't see it as a base color. I see it as a highlight color. So what I'm going to do is pick this black. Use the same brush that you have, but do not go back into the blue. Get into the black, will you? All right. So you got some black on your brush. put that black on there, and it's gonna be mixing with this blue that's on your brush already. Remember, you already had Prussian blue on there. It's okay. We need that mixture. That mixture is what gives us the artsy feel. We want that. We want it. Bring that all the way through. All is white. Everything over this part that's white. This part. Not all up in there. Don't go over there yet. We working from the bottom up. Started from the bottom, now we here. Okay, so we're just gonna work from the bottom up. Come on over here, grab this right here, like so, and work it in. Okay, so now got that part painted black. Leave it. Put the brush down. Do not rinse it. Don't do nothing to it. Don't wipe it or nothing. Just lay it over your cup. This is how I'm doing with my brush. When I get finished with it, I do not put it back in here. I lay it over my brush like that. Okay. So once my cup. So now I need a little bit of blue on my brush, and I got some on it, but it's kind of dark. So I'm gonna get a little bit of white on there, and I'm gonna come in here while this paint's still wet. And I'm going to make the stripes looking just the way the stripes is looking in my reference photo. Like so. And I'm going to keep going around. All right. Like so. Keep doing it. If your brush start getting too dark, wait for it. and then you'll start getting what you want. Okay. Just make stripes at this point. Get you some more paint on there if you have to. And so I'm saying wait for it, because I didn't want you to use more paint if you didn't need it. All right, so let's go. Put these blue stripes in here. So these right here seem to be really tightly woven. So make sure you make them tight. All right, bring it on around, like so. We making progress. And I'm proud of my paint slingers, okay? All right. That's really good. Now up in here, I see a little bit more darkness, so I'm just gonna take the same brush I used over here. I'm gonna come through here, and I'm gonna make it look like it's darker, like it is in the photograph. Even this is that. So up in here, it's really dark. Up in here, get all your black. I just wiped my blue off, but I'm not going to leave it there. I think I want all this black. Let's stop. Scratch that. Excuse me. Go ahead and grab your big brush, and because we'll be forever doing it the different way than what I was going to show you. This is the quickest way. Fill in the entire piece. Go all the way close to his face. If you need to go down to a smaller brush to get close to his face, you get a smaller brush. Okay, I feel confident that I can use this brush, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to go all around, all of this, everything that I believe is in this area right here. Like the back, I think. This is the turkey back. All right, so now that I got that all filled in with black, I'm cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this brush. Now, this time when I get into, let's go down the sides, y'all. Remember this smaller one. Let's get the smaller one, and I'm going to put the wild one away. I'm just going to drop it in my water. Not going to do nothing else to it. I'm just dropping it in water. Then I'm going to wet this one, wipe it off on my towel so it don't be all dripping, right? So I'm going to get some of this white. And at some point, my brush mixed in with the black and the white and the blue. I want that. All right, so now I'm going to come around the neck of the turkey. Thank you. And I'm just going to swipe little lines, just like that. And it's almost like I'm just making raindrops or something slanted. My brush get dry, I'm gonna get some more paint. I'm gonna come back up here and little tiny swipes. And I'm gonna make these little tiny swipes as close as I can together. Okay, but the farther I get back, the more I'm going to, the space I'm gonna make in between the swipes. Meaning more black will be showing. Okay, by like I get here, more black will be showing than up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep swiping, and I see it comes all the way around, like so, and it does like this, and then I see the back is really heavy, so I'm gonna get a lot of white on my brush. I'm gonna come up here on the back, and I'm just gonna wiggle it up here, wiggle, 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 right? Then stroke it down, stroke down the wiggle. Put the wiggle into it, and then stroke it down. All right, now, you got that? All right. So now I see over here, I see some brown. So I'm going to get some brown on my brush. I'm not rinsing, so don't you. All right, and I'm going to just color this area right here. And I think I should have just made some swipes, but I did. So I'm going to get some color that area. Now bring some black stripes over here. That's how you can get, this is how you do it, you guys. Like if you're calling for blue and black, and you use the blue first, your highlights must be in black. If it's calling for blue and black, and you use the black first, your highlights should be blue. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how we're getting through all of this over here, because we're switching highlights. Remember, we used the Prussian blue, we used the white highlight. Even though it gave us the blue highlight, it gave us what we wanted. We used the black right here, and we used the Prussian blue for those leaves. And they're faint, but they're there. You can see them. Hey, Make It With Marilyn, what's up, baby? Hey, Educated Natural, thank you so much for coming in. Rochelle Vanderpool in here. You know, I didn't never know that you had a second channel. I did not know that till today. When I was visiting Lee over at Panama City, and that's when she revealed it to me. I was washing dishes. I couldn't say anything, but honey, congratulations on that. That's awesome. So this tail here is gonna be a lot. That's gonna be our finale. Or should it be the face? Either one. We'll get to either one. But we're gonna work on this part right here. Now this is like a swirly swirl, and I do see blue in there. I don't need that big old brush I was working with, so I'm gonna go back down to the squishy wishy brush, right? And I'm gonna grab some Prussian blue straight, no extra stuff, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna swoosh it in here, and I see it comes around like a circle, right? So let me put a little white on here so y'all can see. Because at home, if you playing a turkey game, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so now I got a little white on my brush, and I turned my blue like a lighter color blue, and I'm just gonna kind of spiral it. Okay, so give me some darker blue because that's really what I want. And I'm just gonna spiral it in a circle until it comes up around his neck. So his neck goes like this, and I don't want to mess that neck up. So I got this neck already in here, and so now I just want to swipe my brush like this, because this is the way I see the circles are moving in this direction. They are orbiting this way. So I want to make sure I speak about it. All right, so I'm just going to do that. I'm gonna add a little bit more white on here because I'm seeing that it is going all around in circles. Oh man, y'all been throwing down on the support lately. I really want to thank you and appreciate you for those that are sharing me out, going over to Just Kidding, doing what you got to do over there, and just making the day brighter for a young person that's trying to art. They might not feel so confident or sure themselves. You guys are showing up and showing out. Just keep in mind, you guys, I'm still taking donations for the art boxes all the way up until December 1st. When that's when my sister and we are going to the store. Well, we're gonna go before then because I got stuff to get. Y'all got to start making these boxes, so I can't just sit around and wait on December 1st, even though I wanted to. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to get now, and I'm just going and making a swirl out of this, you guys. So don't be surprised if y'all catch me on a pop-up live heading over to the store to buy a few things for like this afternoon. I really need to do it over here too. So yeah, okay. So I'm just saying the donations is still available in case anybody still want to donate. You can, and if you can't, you want you want to, but you can't. I get it. You know, I appreciate y'all. So I'm just adding a little black up in here because I see this is dark. And I want to fade that into the other black part up in here. So I'm just going to get some black and fade it on off in there. All right, so now, you guys, this tail feather over here and this tail feather over here, let's get into it because next up is the head, okay? So what I see, I'm just rinsing my brush out. Rinse, everybody, because we finna go into white. Rinse, 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 rinse. All right, so I got some white left on my palette. I'm going to dip my brush into it. And now that I got some white on my palette, I'm going to come on over here and put it on this palette like so. And I don't care how I look, it's just going to splash it on there, right? All right, so now I got some white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some squares with my brush, or should I say rectangles. Make yourself some rectangles, okay? And come all around this bird with the rectangles. And you can even go over the parts that you already painted and make them like that, right? Okay, and now these rectangles also come down like this. I see it. And one goes there. And don't worry about it. If you painted over it already, don't worry about it. We're going to be all right. And one goes there. And then on the outside of this, one goes there. Okay. One goes there. And you can kind of make them go out like this towards you. I did it the wrong way. Do it like this because that's the way the feathers is laying. Okay, so it's another set of feathers right here. And they come out like that. And hopefully your brush is not white, but if it is white, it's okay. And that goes there. And then we're going to do another one right there with white. Okay. Now this up here, same thing. The tail goes up. So you're going to go white at the top. At the top. All the way around. Just strike it. Don't waste your time trying to paint it. Strike it. And then I also noticed that, and remember we saw some on his back, and that was cool. Now I also know that it go all the way around this big tail feather. Strike it. Just get into it. Just keep striking it all the way across. All the way. It doesn't matter if your brush is tiny color. It's going to be helpful later. And you can always add some white on top of it to change it back. Okay, so make sure you get into it like so. And then come out to a size like an angle like that. Same thing over here. Keep swiping. Hopefully you don't need any more paint on your brush. And get all the way right here and stop. Because this is how it's fanned out like this, okay? It's fanned out like this, and this is how we want it, okay? So I noticed, excuse me again, that this brown, which I'm going to rinse my brush until I can't rinse it no more because I do not. Thank you. Who made a donation? Girl, I got to see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to get into it after the art, if you don't mind. Hang on, y'all. All right, so I rinsed my brush. So now I'm going to take some darkness, right? Because I rinsed my brush, I didn't want the white on my bristles. So I'm just going to go in here and start grabbing this. Grabbing like so. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see who did it. And play the song for you. So I see that's off. It's kind of off kiltered a little bit because that is the nature of the feather work, okay? It's the nature of the feather work. Then you go down, and then you come back up, and then you go down, and then you come back up, and then you go down, and then go all the way down, but just go a little bit out there like that. Okay? All right, Turkey, look at y'all. Come on and tell me all about it. All right, so now, each one of these layers are feathers. So I want to see you do this. You're bringing it down. I want to see you do another one over here. Don't let them touch. Bring it down. Like two V's. Okay? Like Miss V. Make this go viral. 2 V's. Make it go down. Like I said, just drag your brush down. And wipe that paint off the side of it too while you're coming down with it, okay? Like so. 2 V's. Make it come down. Not to a point, but let them meet up at the bottom. And then over here, you can just do one on the side. All right, it's like some French fries. Got them on the side. All right, so now over here, I see this one's big. And I'm running out of paint, so I'm gonna have to get me some more. I don't know if you guys are, but I am running out of paint. So I'm gonna do another one here. And so this is the separation of the feathers on purpose. Now I want you to do, before I run out of paint, I want you to grab some black. Don't rinse. And then low light, shadow, not highlight, low light. Each one of these you went through. You did over here. You did over there. Put that black in there. Okay? Put that black in there. Get in there. Get it. Get it. Bring it down. All the way till we turn this white. I think I went down a little far. That's all right. We'll fix it. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect either. So, real cap. My paint is dry, so I'm just going to wet it, my brush. Bring it over here and wet this black up somewhat. So now, get into each individual, each one like so. See? And don't take much. Just get it. Just get it. So now we have those feathers separated, right? But I noticed at the top of these, it's really dark. So it's a dark, dark brown. So since I got black on my brush, let me go get some of this brown and put it on my brush and see what kind of mess I can make out of that. So now I get the dark brown and I'm babying it at the tip and bringing it down, stroking down with it, going all the way around, all the way. I ain't paying attention to nothing else but the top of these feathers, that the brown part, and I'm just bringing it on down. And now I'm done, just that quick with that, right? But I see another layer of brown, so let's put it in here, and I can go side to side with it because I see it. It kind of curves around like so. And so just go right there in the back of the bird, okay? I'm liking how this is happening. I don't know about y'all. I'm rinsing my brush because it's a little damp. I'm getting some more brown on my brush, the chocolate brown. And I'm going to come down here in between these feathers. Add a little bit of brown in there. Sure, it's some blue in there, but it looks good. And now I'm going to start right here. Bring these feathers out to the white. Remember, we already did the white, which probably turned gray on yours because it turned gray on mine. But we don't care. That's one feather down. Do this feather. That's another one. Do this feather. That's another one. And twirl your brush around. Get that paint on the other side too. Just don't work paint from one side of your brush. If you feel like it's some paint on that other side that you want to get, go ahead and get it. I'm pathetically low on paint, y'all. I'm just ain't gonna lie. It ain't gonna work for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab out me some more burnt umber. Just a little bit, not too much. All right, and I'll put it over here. Might be easier for y'all to see anyway. All right, so I got a little bit more burnt umber out. Now, granted, what that move I just made about putting that burnt umber out was probably the wrong move, because strategically, what I could have done, being using my noodle, my smart brain, was grab some of this raw sienna down here, right? And I'm gonna grab some and show you what I mean. Put it up here, right? Then go get some of this blue, Prussian blue, because I don't really need it for nothing else, right? I just about done it on everything. I don't really need it. So I could have put that Prussian blue with this raw sienna and made a mix, okay? So you're not supposed to mix with your brush, people, because it get that paint all up in there in the furrow. What you need to do is get yourself a palette knife, okay? These are metal. You don't have to be metal. It's not sharp. It's not going to cut me. It can't hurt me if I jab real hard. So I don't recommend these for kids. I have plastic ones that I occasionally, if I get a good donation, I go out and get plastic palette knives, and they won't harm you, okay? Unless you really, really doing something you shouldn't be. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix up this blue and that brown together. Hopefully I can keep my easel steady. and I need more brown. So since I'm not using it for nothing, and I'm just showing you, I'm not going to use this paint I just scraped up because it will leave lumpiness in the art. So you don't want to do that, even if you just practicing. So you just keep adding in that, and then what it will give you, it will give you a brown. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it, but like I would need. Let me just do it. Where's my raw sienna? Here it is. I'll put it back. I'll put some more back out there. I added too much blue. Let me just put it like that. All right, so we're just gonna add some more of this raw sienna, and then I'm gonna show you that you can make that blue turn into this brown. Okay, so I got the blue on here. I scraped it up. Remember? Okay, so now I'm just gonna mix and mix and mix and mix. Keep mixing. Try to hold my powder still. I'm gonna keep mixing. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. I don't want to touch it with that. What y'all think I'm cheating? Keep mixing. Okay. Keep mixing. All right. Now, once you get these two mixed together, you'll have something real weird looking, kind of like a dark greenish color. But we want brown, right? So we got like a darkest greenish. It ain't even blue no more. It's just really weird. It's just, just keep mixing, right? And then when you get it all mixed up and you get that color, you grab you some of this red, right? Oh, Lord, I'll let that dry too. Get you a little bit of red on there. Let's see if we can make it work. Because it's bad too. It's just done got dry. So you mix this red up, right? It's not enough red. And let me get some more. I'm trying to show y'all something with dry painting. It's not the smartest move for me to make right now. But I just want to show you, if I was a smart chess player in the paint world, I would have never made this. I would have never put that up there because I already had So now let's get this red up here. All right, so it's starting to turn. You just keep mixing and give out the knife out. Because I'm really trying to do something with a knife there. I'm doing the most with the most. Let me get that up there. All right, now let's start working. All right, so now I set up. Still need more red. Let me get some more red. Don't worry, you guys. After the show, I'm going to use this paint for something else. And so I'm not worried about it. So get you some more red. So we mix the blue, the red, and the black together. So now here we go. I'm just going to keep going with it. Just keep on mixing. Mix, mix. And when you mix paint, you might not get what you want the first time. You'll be doing very good to get what you want the first time, okay? But you can eventually get it, right? So I just want to show you that you can if you just apply yourself and say, I'm not going to give up until I get that color. All right, so boom, let me bring it in now. I just want y'all to know I can mix paint. It's brown, right? Now this might be a little bit dark. If I wanted to go a little bit darker and my black wasn't dried up, I would take probably a little swipe of black and add it in here and mix it up some more, you guys, okay? So you can always mix yourself up some paint of any color that you choose. And I mean, it's not that far off. If you guys want to just be, just honest about it. All right, so you got just, I'll show y'all palette knife movements. Okay, so now it's some more feather work that needs to be done over there. So let's get that. We'll show you more palette knife movements and at another time. So I'm just gonna use my brush to scrape this brown paint off, right? And I'm just gonna come on over here. That might be too much. And I'm gonna do another layer of this brown that we just created because the feather is asking for it. It's even asking for some here and some here and some here and another stripe here, and maybe a bigger stripe here, and right in there. So now I got this going. Right, looks good. I'm going to use this paint up in here just to kind of fill things in. But I'm not going to cover up that lighter brown. I'm just going to just kind of accentuate it a little bit, just stroke over it. And all the way to the back here like that. And I got all this paint, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to show y'all what I do with my extra paint after I'm done with it instead of throwing it away. All right. So now I might need a little bit more white over in there. So I'm just gonna grab a different brush and put some white on it, guys. I want to say shout out to my girl, creative girl, the color, Danielle, creative girl, the color. Since I feel what you're going through over there, I appreciate you as an artist. I understand, and I just wish you all the best. You guys go over there and check her Patreon out. I ain't far behind you, sis. I really ain't. So just let you know that I'm with you. I'm rocking with you. All right, so I'm just going over my white because I want my white to pop, and I'm going straight from the tube, y'all, until I come up on the problem where some wet paint at, like over here. I'm gonna lay it down and see what happens. Once I move it to the next feather, and if I have a problem, I'll solve it. If I don't, I'm keeping moving. Okay, so boom, this should be white right there. And I think I like it. I can add more to this. I could do more to this. But like I said, it's an hour-and-a-half show for the kids. And so we're going to keep it going. Well, I bet at this thing an hour and 40 minutes. We got a few minutes left, you guys. I'm so sorry. If y'all give me 1 second. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Thank you, Making with Marilyn. Say, please click the link and run over to the kids channel and give 755 a thumbs up. I appreciate that, baby. Yeah, there she go. Making with Marilyn. Let's go, family. 10, what's going on with you? Hope you're doing good in here. Oh, your mouse 8888. I hope all is good with you today. Lynn's Life Lessons. How you doing, honey? Thank you for coming in, passing in Tree Dark Shandy Tree Music in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right, so we're getting this Jive Turkey together. Let's get into the head. Now, when I see this Jive Turkey head, I see light blue. What y'all see up there in this area? That's what I see. So we still have some Prussian blue on our palette. It hasn't dried up. So we're going to go on and wet our brush, wet that white, get into that Prussian blue, wet that white some more, get into that Prussian blue, wet that white some more, and y'all know what I mean until you get a nice mix on your brush. Now, come on up here and paint this turkey head, okay? Paint them, paint them, paint them. Go on around and make sure it's nice and round, right? All right, so get in there and paint all around his eye. He looks like a swan head. Y'all know how a swan head be? All right, so get into it. We're going to get this swan head going. All right. Now that you got some blue up there, I want you to take your white and white only. Don't rinse. You can wet it, but don't rinse. You can come back and then finish the rest. Now, what this is going to do is cause a gradient look with your turkey, so that the gradient starts like less blue and more white. Keep doing it on the other side as well. Come on over here on the front of his forehead and gradient downward. All right, and once you come downward and you get one to the neck part, you can stop. If you got a little bit of red on your palette, tiny bit, hit the end of that beak with it. Tiny, tiny bit. It's going to be almost like a purple looking situation now. And that's cool. We want that. Right. So now we radiating downward. I see black in the eye. I'm going to rinse my brush. Not rinse it, really. I just wet it. And I'm going to get into my black. Because it don't have to be truly black. You know, his eye is not going to be truly black. So what we're going to do is we're going to slat that eye and paint it in with the black. All right. Let's paint that eye in. And listen, nobody asked me for this reference photo, but I'm willing to give it if anybody wants to give this thing a try. And also, I would like to ask you guys to go over and check out my community tab where I have Kitty Tiger. You guys, Monkey Monk sent me her painting of Kitty Tiger. Is up on my community. So please support the kids and go over there and check that out because I know she is waiting for a response from y'all, okay? Because she is down for the cause. She's the young lady that painted the campfire with me. That is Strength from Within's daughter, okay? Guys, just FYI. So just go over there and give her a round of applause if you can. Go over there and check out my community tab where I posted her Kitty Tiger painting. And she also submitted another one to me too. So I need to get on board for she start calling me out like, okay, Auntie 755, you ain't posted my paintings now. So I'm gonna get over there and post all her paintings up as soon as I can, you guys, okay? But until then, go check that out. And if your children are painting with me and you want me to see, please come on. I'm just rounding off the giblets or giblets. What do they call this under their neck, sissy? Do you know? Anybody in the chat know? What do they call this part right here, the red part that hangs down, the giblet or the giblet? What is it called? His eye looking like an alien right now. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get some more white. I'm gonna come on down this beak. Okay, and I'm gonna run into that red, and that's all right. So now it's red time, you guys. So I'm just going to put this blue up here because it does run down a little bit farther. So I'm going to put this blue on up here. And now I'm about to get into the red. Now, funny thing is, the red and the blue touches and it kind of layers each other, but it doesn't blend. So now that I got that blue up there, I'm going to let that blue dry. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab some red, you guys. And I already have some of that on my palette. I already got some light blue up there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put the red down. And I'm going in a smiley face motion around all of this at the bottom. Okay, I'm going around this and getting this turkey neck together. All right. Well, I don't know what this is called. All right, so we're getting that. And then come over here. You want to make sure this is bright red because this particular turkey is bright red, okay? Bright red. All right, so now that we have that going, the follow-up would be, and I see this really dark spot right here, so I'm going to grab that. And then I see this is like sort of kind of like a layer on top of a layer. Let's see. And I see this. So I'm going to put this here. And then from this mouthy area around through the beak, that's dark. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm using my detail brush, you guys. All right, so boom. We got that going like so. All right. Okay. All right, I'm all saying hello to everybody that's coming in. That's what's up. All right, so now I want to get some little white. I shouldn't even rinse. So I'm going, that's okay. I'm going to get a little white on the tip of my brush, just right on the top, on the tip top. And I can use this if I mix it with the blue too. I can get over there and get that same color. I can use it. And you can too. And now I'm going to blend that whiteness into the redness until it becomes a one piece. All right, it's going to become one piece. So I'll just keep adding. I'm not really happy with the white, the blue. I mean the white because it's got a little blue in it, y'all. So I'm gonna put me on some fresh white. All right, I'm gonna rinse my brush to get that blue out and dry it. Yup. Now I'm gonna get right into my white. Not a lot now. Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna start making white spots. Turning these redness into white spots on top of the redness. And I'm gonna keep going up with that. In fact, I'm just gonna make all of this white. Because why keep playing with it? Okay, keep all of it white. All right, all the way on up. All right, and so now that I've done that, I'm able to take some red and swipe like I did over here. I left myself some room for that. So I'm going to go ahead and clear all that white out. And I'm going to hit the brush with this little whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm just going to work my way on back up. All right, so working my way up. And I'm making up and down motions sort of like that. And I'm letting that white integrate with the red. And I'm going to take it all the way up. I'm not touching no more red. I'm going to let this red stay on my brush until it gets all to what I want it to get, like that. Okay. And now I can go back in to my deep red and bring it over and I can fill it. And I'm just going to touch because the more you just keep moving your brush and I'll touch and wipe, touch it, then wipe your brush off, touch it, then wipe your brush off. Because the more you just keep doing like this, the more it starts turning into a pinkish color. And that ain't what we're going for. We're going for a hard red. So we're just going to pat and put it all in there how we got to put it in there. And now, once you get that area, because I want to move that down. All right. All you got to do is let that dry and then come back and add more red to it, even darker. Okay, even darker red to it. Okay. And so now, I think the only thing I don't like is that I made his eyes so big, he looked almost like an alien. So even though I love aliens, and y'all know that, I am going to break his eye down to a smaller size by just putting some light blue on it and just break it down like that. All right, and so now I can drag this all the way down. So I'm showing the beak all the way to the end right there. And I also could take some of this bluish white and I can go on the side over here and try not to touch the red because it's going to start turning that. I could touch that side over there and get some white in there and just kind of mess with all of this and get some different shades and textures, whatever, like so. So the next and final thing that I need to do is, I guess I got some blue on there, I got some white on there, got some green on there. I didn't put no burnt umber on the palette, so let's grab some burnt umber from right here, our mixture, and I'm just gonna put that on right there. So the palette is complete, you guys, right? So boom, we got that going on. Remember, I told you I want to go back over the feet, the chicken feet. So I just want to add in some lines. And I'm not sure if I like it too much. I'm going to add in some of this brown color, but I'm going to use some white to lighten it up. And just bring it on down like this. Make these chicken feet, honey. Because we know that some of y'all like to partake in the chicken feet. So, without calling some names, make it with Millie. I know y'all eat some strange stuff. And it's okay. You know, if you like that. Maryland. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Just separate these toes. Maybe put a little bit of white on here so I can show the nails off a little bit. Because, honey, when you get your chicken feet done, you need to be showing them boys off. Okay? And rooster feet and your turkey feet, honey. You got to show them things off. So we're just going to put a little nail on them like so to highlight. Like so. Okay? And maybe get into this green a little bit up in here. Just to knock it back some. And I think I'm about ready to sign this sucker outside of making my paintbrush. So get my paintbrush together. I think I want to add a little bit of this brown and this green together and see what kind of weird color I can come up with. And it's not so weird after all. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint my paintbrush straight down the middle like that. And oh no, I went outside my line. But I'm not scared. I'm not crying. I'm not mad. I don't care if I went outside my line because I'm going to fix it. Because why? I know how. Okay, so just try to make it straight as you can. Put that thing on up there. And everything is a darkness and everything is a shadow. So grab yourself some of this white paint. We got it up here, might as well. And just go down the paintbrush really slightly. Just a little tad to show that it's got a highlight on it. And then we're going to go right into this white and green mixture. And because this is what we have left. And I'm not making any more paint, okay, you guys? So now I want to make the brush, right? So just going to make the brush out of there. The bristles of the brush. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just make that. And then that for the silver part that goes around normally like this, that we're just going to use white. So I'm getting into some white. Because, like, again, I don't want to make out more paint. I don't want to make it out. So we're just going to paint that like that. I'm going to tighten up this white on the palette. Make a little swooper right here to represent the brush hairs. And I don't know about y'all, but I think that this doggone turkey is cooked. Okay? I think it's cooked. All right, so what we're going to do at this point right here, I see a little darkness under the beak. And you guys can fool with this thing as much as you want, as long as you want, as long as you have paint, the time, you know, go ahead and keep fooling with it. Get it where you want it to be. But I'm going to tell you this, don't sit in that chair too long. Get up and stretch. Okay, stretch your bones. All right, stretch your bones. And get yourself something to cool to drink and, you know, all the things that take care of you. Do a little self-care while you paint it. Okay? And you'll be just fine. That was a little thick. That line's a little thick. So I'm just going to take some white and some of this blue again. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to try my best to thin this line down a lot. Like so. Get it on down. Okay. And oh yeah, what I did was I didn't even notice it now. What I did was I took away. It's supposed to have been this right here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's all right. I would go up like this. And then going like that. I took it the wrong way. So when you take something the wrong way and you don't want it there, scrub it out. Get your wet brush, not too wet. And then just scrub away what you don't want and wipe your brush off. Scrub it away and wipe your brush off. And then repaint it. Whatever color that you are initially trying to paint it. And you'll be just fine, I promise you. Okay, so there we go. This is more the shape of it. Yeah, and then it comes down like that, and it goes like that. And it makes it sort of kind of look like he's smiling at us, okay, in a way. All right, so got that going. You just keep working at it. Keep doing what you got to do. I promise you, your painting going to come out super cool, super, super turkey-ish. And then nobody will be able to call you a Jive Turkey. No, okay? So you ain't gonna be no Jive Turkey. So I'm just gonna go back over the head shape a little bit better. Get that gobble on. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of turkey without the bass. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Let's paint this. All right, so I'm gonna take my white paint. This is what I have. And I'm gonna put in my Auntie Carmen. I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, let's go on and sign this thing like this. Y'all forgot to turn y'all some music on. I don't know. Hope y'all was okay. Hope everybody was just doing fine today. Just listen to me chatter. All right. So let's put these E's off in this thing. All right, like so. Auntie 755. And don't forget, you guys, somebody made a super chat. So before you leave, let's acknowledge them. All right, so we got that up there. Got one little stroke I like to make right here. Just to make that A look good. All right, so let me bring this on over here so y'all can see what's really popping. Get into them chicken feet. Get into this hen with the shadow underneath. Y'all see what it is? Okay. This turkey, okay? Nah, that's a rooster. But y'all see what it is. And I hope you enjoy doing it, playing with the paint. Now you can also sponge his head out with some white. And I'm telling you guys, art is my thing. So I could talk about it all day. So I know y'all probably like, girl, I thought you was leaving. Okay, so just sponge his head like this. Make him look wrinkled. Okay, because that's one of the features. So just take you some white and sponge that blue head that we do. So he just don't look so much like a Squidward or whatever else he might try to intimidate. So all right, so that's cool. Let's check it out. Let's get into it. Who did it? Making with Marilyn, you was off the chain. Thank you so much, Making with Marilyn. I appreciate you. You do so much for the channel, for the kids, and I really didn't expect this. So I just want to say thank you. Let's go, Making with Marilyn.
The super chat here. And now we lit. Somebody made it rain. Come through, fam. Somebody went insane. Come through, fam. Somebody made it rain. Yeah. Somebody did their thing. Thank you. Yeah. We lit.
Thank you, Making with Marilyn. You is lit. Super lit, baby. Can't stop saying thank you enough, honey. Yeah, you did that, girl. Appreciate you. The kids gonna appreciate you too. So I'm gonna buy something on your behalf so I can say always. Making with Marilyn sent these for the kids. But I'm gonna tell you this, Making with Marilyn did send these to the kids. So yeah, we don't have that many of these left. And it's okay because it's a new year coming. We're gonna do new things. So try to get the wristband, so that would be a perfect gift for them to say thank you for Making with Marilyn. All right, so back to this. This is how the hen came on, blew out. Lord, let me hurry up and move these lights around. Okay, I keep saying hen too. Sissy's not correcting me. But anyway, don't forget when you call this turkey tonight, and you just let it wing and wing and wing. I'm busy. He ain't gonna answer. So yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I just want to thank you, each and every one of y'all, for coming in. If I missed you on my channel today, please don't charge it to my heart or my mind. Just charge it to me just being involved with the artwork for the kids. So don't forget to go over there, hit the thumbs up one time for them. We appreciate it. Or hit me on the Rumble. I'm trying to Rumble over there. So go ahead and hit me with Rumble. If you have a Rumble account, that is awesome. Go ahead and do it for me. And don't forget to check out Strength from Within daughter, Monkey Monks. She did her kitty tiger paint, and it's posted on my community tab. So go ahead and run them numbers up over there as well. I'd like to see y'all later on, but before I do, I'm going to ask my lovely sister, aka Auntie Cuddle. Coach, do you have anything you want to tell the kids today?
Gobble, gobble.
And she said gobble gobble. Oh, she right. Gobble gobble. And we see y'all next time. Oh, before I do, I just want to share this one little secret with y'all. Come in closer. Come in closer. I'm looking for him. Come in closer. 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 Youdeserveart. I'm 755 Media, also known as Auntie Carmen. I'll see y'all next week. Base. It's hot noon. It's hot noon. It's hot noon. Draw. Set up. Get ready. Auntie 755 is here. The wait is over. Let's go.
Just kidding.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Just Kidding kids are the best kids, baby. Yes, they are.
Are you ready? It's hot noon.
Believe that.
I'm ready.
Let's go, y'all. Hey, mama, how long should I wait? Wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding. Set up. Get ready. Time to put YouTube on the telly. 12 high noon Saturday, baby. Don't run with your cup, whoa, Nelly. Get around, slush water on your belly. Paint shows don't come on, jelly. I love it, baby. We're artists, we art. The colors we choose. We use our brushes and fingers too. We're paint slangs, we slang the paint, create our masterpiece. We're cracking jokes, we're stretching out. We do this every week. We paint real things and sometimes cartoons. Drop down our tarps and meet at high noon. Other kids are outside, but we're in our zone. We just wanna paint with Auntie 755 show. We're kidding.
It's fun.
Just kidding. We're kidding.
It's fun.
We're kidding. We're kidding.
It's fun.
We're kidding. We paint. We're artists and we are just kidding. Mama, how long should I wait? 12 high noon on Saturday. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday.
No time to play.
Other kids are outside and they're playing. I whip my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding.